Welcome back to the video. In today's video, we have Crown Jewel 2024 predictions. This show, different from other ones, we have a lot of storylines that have been built up fairly well, and this isn't just like a lot of stuff that's happening on one-offs. So yeah, really excited for this one. How you feeling?
Yeah, on paper it looks really good. Obviously the Saudi shows, sometimes, there can be just weird vibes kind of going into the pay-per-view and whatnot, whether it be they just bring back these old wrestlers for no reason, or the matches look good on paper but it just doesn't hit. But I think this one will be better than normal. Obviously a lot of people don't like the Crown Jewel championships and all that, but if you ignore that and just watch the matches for the match, I think Gunther, Cody will be good, Liv, Nia will be good. So just kind of ignore the championships is probably the best way to go into the match. But
yeah, let's get things started with the men's Crown Jewel champion, where Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion, will take on Cody Rhodes, the undisputed WWE Champion. Who do you have winning this one?
For this one, I think I'm going to go with Gunther. Obviously, there's a lot of speculation on if Goldberg will cause Gunther or if Kevin Owens will cause Cody and all of this. But I think, regardless of all that, I think I'll still go Gunther.
Yeah, this one definitely could see us going either way. This is a match that we've been wanting to see since last year's Royal Rumble. These men were in the final two and now are both the world champions, so this should be really good. Two of the best wrestlers as well. So this one definitely a hard one to predict. I am going to go Gunther. It's probably my bias talking, but yeah, I just think it helps him more than it hurts Cody. So why not? Gunther is dominant champion. I think that should just really continue for I'm going to say a while, but for a little while longer at least.
And if I'm not mistaken, Cody was the one who eliminated Gunther at both of his Royal Rumble wins. So yeah, that's another, kind of has like a backstory going into it a little bit as well.
Yeah. Next up, let's get the Women's Crown Jewel Championship now. Liv Morgan take on Nia Jax. Who do you have win this one?
This is another tricky one, obviously, because Liv Morgan, there's the whole thing with Raquel. That on Nia's side, there's a whole thing with Tiffany. I'm really hoping for a Tiffany cash-in, so my ultimate prediction would probably be Tiffany winning. However, I have to pick between these two. I think I'll go with Liv Morgan because she has a lot more tricks up her sleeve. She has Raquel, who's going to be willing to help her. She has Dom, who's going to be willing to help her. And Tiffany is, in a way, going to be willing to help her. Because of all the, stuff they have going on with Nia Jax and her right now. So yeah, I think I'll go Liv Morgan.
Yeah. For this one, I think I agree with you that we will see Tiffany Stratton cash in here. I do think she'll come out this match on top. But for this match itself, I think I'm going to go Nia Jax here. I do agree with what you said, how Liv does have the numbers advantage in this match. But I think Nia will get it done. However, who do you think Tiffany will cash in her briefcase on?
I think it'll be Nia. I think it makes more sense to go that way. Obviously, they could kind of swerve us and go Liv Morgan, and that would be like really surprising. And I think that might even be the better way to go.
Yeah.
You could kind of just abandon the Nia Tiffany story because she's just gonna go to Raw anyway. So there's no reason to really pay that off, at least right now. But yeah, there's a lot of different ways this could go. I'm kind of excited for this match. I think Tiffany Stratton being the champion right now is perfect. Just have her be the champion from now till Mania. Start building whatever feud is going to be that. Maybe it's her versus Nia at Mania, if she cashes it on her. Or maybe we see, Tiffany Rhea going into the future, which sounds very amazing right now. But yeah.
Yeah, next up, we have Seth Rollins take on Bronson Reed. Who do you have winning this one?
Yeah, this is another match that kind of got everyone excited over the past, I would say, month maybe, since he took out Seth Rollins, then he took out Braun Strowman, then Seth Rollins again this past Monday. But yeah, Bronson Reed's looking like a monster, and I'm hoping he keeps up his momentum, so I'm going to go Bronson Reed.
Yeah, this match, we're really excited for this one. I think Bronson Reed, I'm not going to say is like the breakout wrestler of the year. However, he's having a breakout year in general. And Seth Rollins, one of the best. We always know this. First match back in quite a while, so hopefully he's ready to go and having, just ring healthy and stuff like that. For prediction, I am going to go Seth Rollins just because even though Bronson Reed, I think, could use the win, I don't think Seth would do the job, but should be a really good and fun match.
Yeah, one reason I said Bronson Reed is because they've been telling the story a lot on commentary about, his back, he's coming back from injury. Then obviously Bronson Reed did the 6 tsunamis, and then this Monday he did the truck thing where he gives him like a fireman's carry slam or some off a truck onto some tables, whatever it was. So they're kind of telling the story of the back. So I'm kind of assuming that that'll be the finish. They kind of play into the injury, and that's how he loses.
Yeah. Next up, from one heated feud to another, Randy Orton taking on Kevin Owens, the regular singles match. Who do you have for this one?
For this one, I'm going to go Kevin Owens, somebody who I've just been very excited for. I feel like there's something big going on with this Kevin Owens story. I feel like it could be a big kind of breaking point for a lot of different things, because it's like there's so many people involved in what Kevin Owens does next. And there's the whole bloodline story, and there's Roman, the Usos, and there's Sammy. What is he going to do if Sammy joins them? There's literally just all these moving pieces. There's Cody, there's Randy. There's all these just cool things and potential things that could happen just starting from this match. And this is, I feel at least, a start of a big Kevin Owens push potentially. And big heel Kevin Owens. Everyone loves heel and face Kevin Owens. And yeah, he's making me one of my favorites, right? He's becoming one of my favorites right now. I wish I was one of his favorites. But yeah, he's becoming one of my favorites. Obviously, he is just so good already. But this is going to be an amazing match, and I am going to go Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I agree. I'm taking Kevin Owens to win this one. I don't think he needs it more. Just this, like you said, if this feud and like this story of Kevin Owens being this, he has to take out his people he called friends because they've done him wrong, and that, he might do wrong things, but he's right in everything he's done so far. So I think there's a real shot, if this storyline is very good, that he could become a world champion, within the next 6 months, let's say. Maybe, he beats Cody. I don't necessarily think that might happen, although I would have loved that to happen. But yeah, just really happy for Kevin Owens to get a pretty big storyline and being in like a big spotlight on SmackDown right now. So yeah, I'm going to go for him to get the win here. Next up, we have the United States Championship on the line, where LA Knight is defending it against Andrade and Carmella Hayes. Who do you have for this one?
For this one, this is probably my hardest one to pick out of all of the ones, because Andre and Carmella, they have this amazing 7-match series where all the matches were really good up until the last one, and the last one was just a big nothing. And I think everyone kind of just wanted to see it pay off, and they get just a regular match. But LA Knight was the special guest referee. He does the BFTs to kind of cost both of them the match. And yeah, now he's in this triple threat match. So I really wanted Carmella to win. It feels like LA Knight's gonna win, but I want Andrade to win. So I will go with the pick that I want to win, and that's Andrade. But I have a feeling LA Knight will retain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with LA Knight here. I just think that, although I'd love to see new champion, because I do like to see just change of the faces with the belts, at least for the mid card belts. We'll have to see Andrade or Carmella get the win here. I just don't think it's ready for LA Knight to drop the belt. I think there's still like a few good matches you can have for the belt on SmackDown so far. So, but yeah, definitely gonna be a really good match. Hopefully, they give him enough time to really just go out and just have a great match.
Maybe a Logan Paul return during this match at some point. He has been involved in all the Saudi shows up until this point. So maybe potential there.
Yeah. Next up, we have a women's 4-way tag team match where Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair are defending their belts against Kairi Sane and Io Sky, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, and Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Who do you have winning this one?
This one, it could literally go either way. I think the correct choice for me would be Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. I think Chelsea kind of deserves something. She's just been amazing. She always is. She's just a comedy relief. She's a good in-ring. She takes the bumps. She literally does everything. She's good on the promos as well, on social media, all of it. So yeah, I'm really just love Chelsea Green. She's amazing. I would love to see her get the win here.
Yeah, I would love to see her finally get rewarded for all her great work this past year. However, I do think we'll get new champions. However, I'm going a little bit different. I'm going to go Kairi and Io. I think this new face turn that they're doing have been great since then. Them being by themselves, they've kind of shown that, just because Asuka's not there, Dakota's not there, they can still put on great matches and, have great, showings on weekly television as well. But yeah, going Kairi and Io to win that match. And then last up, in the main event probably, we have Roman Reigns and the Usos teaming back up to take on the Bloodline, Solo Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga. Who do you have for this one?
Yeah, this is a match that was kind of added on just very last minute, but it's a very exciting one. We just seen this past Monday where Jimmy was going to go kind of talk to Sammy and potentially make up with them or whatever it was, but he catches him talking to Solo, then Jay walks in and Jimmy shows Jay that he's talking to Solo, so it's kind of a whole mess there. So what is Sammy going to do? I'm assuming that's kind of the big thing that's going to happen here. Sammy comes in at some point. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Because I would assume you would want Sammy on the card, in some sort of way. And that'd be an amazing way to do it, obviously, to start that off. And then maybe the Kevin Owens thing happens. Kevin Owens comes to the ring, and it's a whole, another thing that happens after. But yeah, very excited for this match. It's the first Usos match back together. We're having some sort of combination of the bloodline. Hopefully we see Jacob Fatu, Roman Reigns kind of one-on-one in the ring. But yeah, a lot of exciting things for this one, but I will go with Roman and the Usos.
Yeah, I agree. Roman Reigns and the Usos kind of have to win this match, honestly, because the bloodline has just been kicking their asses since Roman's return. So yeah, I definitely think they're going to win. This makes sense. Should be really fun. Like you said, Usos first time back together in quite a while, so that should be really fun. And yeah, this is going to have big implications, obviously, for what's going to happen over the next few months, leading into War Games, because, who's going to be on whose side, who is going to be the captains, who's going to be on each team. So a lot can happen from this. Really excited for it, and hopefully it's a pretty good match. But what match are you most excited for on this card, do you think?
I would say the one I'm most excited for is probably Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. I feel like maybe that match should have a stipulation, or if not that one, then maybe the Seth Rollins Bronson Reed should have a stipulation. But yeah, I think those two matches are definitely my favorites, because one, it could mean a future title shot for whoever wins these matches, because Bronson Reed has become sort of like a top star at this point on Raw. And then there's Seth Rollins, who obviously is a top star, and then you have Randy and Kevin, who are both top stars. So I feel like whoever wins these matches could be future #1 contenders. Yeah,
I definitely think like Gunther Cody match is gonna be really good. First time them locking up, maybe even ever. I think. I don't know if they've done stuff on the Indies before, but that should be really fun. And then the Seth Rollins Bronson Reed match should be really good. Two really good wrestlers. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.